Good morning and welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us for the monthly memorial service, or Shotsuki Service, for December 2020. As you can see, I'm not at the temple today. The Buddhist Temple of Southern Alberta has taken proactive measures to stay safe during this time of COVID, and so for the time being, all in-person gatherings are on hold. And for that reason, it's just Izumi Sensei and Dr. Roland Ikuta who are at the temple today for this service. So I will be your MC. My name is Andrew Ichikawa, and I will share the MC duties with Roland, who has recorded some of the recitations at the temple. As we began this last month of 2020, we can't help but reflect on what an unusual and challenging year this has been for so many. We do hope that you're all keeping well, and we look forward to a time when we can all meet again in person. Amidst all these challenges and struggles, the monthly memorial service affords us an opportunity to still our thoughts and reflect in gratitude on loved ones who have passed away, especially those who passed away in the month of December. With this in mind, please join in a moment of quiet contemplation, or seiza. Quietly, we put our hands together, and in our hearts we give thanks to Amida Buddha for his compassion. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Next, we will have our first gatha, Shinshu Shuka, or Shinshu Anthem. Next, we will have Sutra chanting, starting with Sambujo and then proceeding to Juseige.
If you are at a home altar, please consider offering gassho and incense at home. Next, we will have the recitation of the golden chain and the 6 paramitas, followed by the Gatha, May Peace Prevail. The golden chain. I'm a link in Amida Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. In gratitude, may I keep my link bright and strong. I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds. May every link in Amida Buddha's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. The 6 paramitas. Number 1, giving. I shall be kind and helpful to others. Number 2, discipline. I shall follow the precepts of the Buddha. Number 3, patience. I shall be patient and understanding. Number 4, endeavor. I shall do my best in all things. Number 5, meditation. I shall reflect on the teachings of the Buddha. Number 6, wisdom. I shall seek the light of wisdom. We will next sing May Peace Prevail. Next, we will have our Dharma message from Izumi Sensei.
Ah, 年の瀬となりまして、皆様には お元気でしょうか。しばらく英語でお話をさせていただきます。合唱をお願いいたします。May I ask you all to join me in 合唱 please. Those who realize the nembutsu of other power are my true companion. Thus Shakyamuni Buddha said. Good morning. Welcome to the December monthly memorial service. This is another opportunity to remember our departed loved ones. We usually think that our departed friend, our departed people do not talk to us. But a young man who lost his father told me, since my father passed away, I feel he's much closer to me. I think I was able to meet my father for the first time after he is gone. When we put our palms together in one and think of our loved ones, we hear their voices talking to us personally and individually. Live your life today in the fullest and be born in the same realm, Buddha's realm, I was born. We remember Shinran Shonin's words to his followers in his late year. He said, my life has now reached the fullness of its years. It is certain that I will go to birth in the Pure Land before you. So without fail, I will await you there. When we put our palms together in front of Amida Buddha, we feel that our loved ones are guiding us, leading us to the Pure Land, Ojodo, every day. Recently, I officiated a couple of funeral services at the cemetery. Since COVID-19 pandemic started, it is hard to hold the service, any services, at our temple. It is not only inconvenient, but also very sad. The winds of COVID-19 pandemic is still blowing harder than before in Alberta. But we hear that vaccines have been developed and soon will be distributed to us. This is good news. This means we finally will be able to see a light at the end of the dark tunnel. During the time we are in the dark tunnel, however, over millions of precious lives have perished, and still more people are dying because of the pandemic. And yet, we are living here today through many seen and unseen causes and conditions. We must be grateful. We must not take this for granted. We must not waste the life of these people who died. We must live this life every day meaningfully. During December, we remember Juseige, or the day of Buddha's awakening, which happened on December the 8th. Almost 2,600 years ago in India. At the age of 35 years, Siddhartha Gautama discovered the truth of life through wisdom, 知恵の光, through the light of wisdom, and has become a Buddha, awakened one. Since then, he lived a truly meaningful life, sharing his enlightenment with others for the last 45 years until his passing at the age of 80 years. What the historical Buddha discovered is called Engi no Ho in Japanese. Truth of Praticca Samutpada in Sanskrit, meaning nothing in this life, in this world, exists by itself or for itself. And therefore, everything is connected like a spider's web. This symbolizes oneness of all life, in which each life of all sentient beings is shining. Everybody, all sentient beings, shining with another, with one another. That is the realm that Shakyamuni Buddha discovered. He uttered at the moment of his awakening. How wondrous, how wondrous, wherever the light of wisdom reaches, the world becomes clear. People's minds awaken to the way and dance with joy. This is what Siddhartha Gautama spoke at the moment he discovered enlightenment. And he became a Buddha, awakened one. For 45 years, Shakyamuni Buddha left many teachings, numerous teachings, for the sake of all humanity. Shinran Shonin, who appeared in Japan almost 1600 years after Shakyamuni Buddha passed away in India. Shinran Shonin wrote a poem. He left many poems. One of poems he wrote, Shakyamuni's teachings, Shakyamuni Buddha's teachings are numerous, but our teachers compassionately urge us who are possessed of blind passions to take refuge in Amida's universal vow. Okay? So I read his poem again. Shakyamuni Buddha, his teachings are numerous, but our teachers compassionately urge us who are possessed of blind passions to take refuge in Amida's universal vow. Amida's compassionate universal vow. We must appreciate that wisdom of Shakyamuni Buddha, who expressed the teaching of the Nembutsu, the teaching of the Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Amida Buddha's compassionate call with Namo Amida Butsu, by which our loved ones, departed friends, and we are able to become one. May I ask you all again to join me in Gassho, please. Those who realize the Nembutsu of Amida's working? Am I true companion? Thus Shakyamuni Buddha said, Namamida Butsu, Namamida Butsu, Namamida Butsu. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Izumi Sensei. We will close our service with Ondok-san, or gratefulness. Please rise if you're able. We thank Amida Buddha for showing us the way of freedom. We will endeavor to walk in his noble path every day of our lives. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you. Everybody may be seated.
This brings to a close our Shotsuki Hoyo, or monthly memorial service for December 2020. Thank you to all of you for joining us today. And a very special thanks to Izumi Sensei and Dr. Roland Ikuta. I have a few announcements. There will be no in-person activities at the temple until the new year. The BTSA board will discuss future plans at our upcoming December board meeting. Please look out for these details in the January Hikari, and feel free to contact the BTSA if you have any questions or concerns. We do have some programs that are continuing online via Zoom. There is a Sangha get-together via Zoom every second and fourth Thursday of the month at 7 p.m. The next get-together will be December 10th at 7 p.m. And please contact Roland for details about that. The Explore Buddhism and Odori groups will also meet via Zoom. For information on Explore Buddhism, please contact Bob Muscovich. And for information on Odori, please contact Pat Sasa. Thanks again to all of you for joining today's service. And please stay safe and enjoy your December. Thank you. Namo Amida Butsu.